In front of us now, we have four different types of questions, because you know that with one step equation, we can use the four main operations, which is adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. Then we solve it together. B plus 3 equal 13. We are going to solve, I'm sorry, 7p equal 21, x over 10 equal 50, 22 minus x, 22 equal x minus 8. Who will start to answer with me the first question? Who will start to answer with me the first question? B plus 5 equal 13. If you want to answer, raise your hand, please. Only word raising his hand. Huh? Anyone else? Go on your word. Okay.
Uh, Number one, P will be equal 8.
Thank you so much. Yes. B will be equal 8. Why a word? How did you find the answer?
Because I found the answer by 13 minus 5.
Yes, 13 minus 5. Thank you. So we have two different methods to answer this question. As I said before, we can add the additive inverse directly, or we can combine a like term in one side. Then, first, the equation was b plus 5, b plus 5 equal 13, right? Then, I said that we can add the additive inverse for the number which is 5. 5, what is the additive inverse of 5, grade 7? What is the additive inverse of 5? Yes, you can say directly.
-5.
Negative 5. So we are going to add negative 5 to both two sides, right? So the first method, as I said, we are going to add the additive inverse. Then b 5 minus 5, it will be how many? It will be 0. Then b equal, then b, it will be equal, b equal 8. Yeah, b equal 8. Okay, what is the second method? I said, what is the second method? What is the second method, grade 7? How we can solve the question by another method? The first method, I said that we are going to add an additive inverse. What is the second method? The second method, we are going to combine the like term together. So I have b in our left hand, and I will transfer L5 to the opposite side, and we have to change the sign for it. So it will be 13 minus 5. So the answer, it will be b equal 8. So in both two cases, even if you want to add the additive inverse or combine the like term together, in both two cases, we will find the same answer. Any questions so far before we will move to the second question, next question? Any question?
No.
Let's start with the next question. 7b equal 21. How we can solve this question? 7b equal 21. Yes, Tala, go on. How we can solve this question, Yatala? 7b equal 21. Tell me.
The answer will be 3.
Okay, the answer, it will be 3. Thank you so much. How did you find it, honey? How did you
I
find
made 21 divide 7 equals 3.
Thank you so much. Yes, so it will be, we will divide it both sides by 7, because this is the coefficient before the variable. Then on the other side, it will be 21 divided by 7. So by the end, we found the value for the variable like Tala said. So b equal 3. Thank you, Tala. Let's move to next question. Who will answer the next question? X over 10 equals 50. X over 10 equals 50. Yes, Mark. Mark, go on, yeah, Mark. How we will
50
answer?
divided 10
50 divide 10? 50
equal
divide...
5.
Take care, yeah, Mark. Mark, we have X over 10, right? X over
Yes.
10 means which operation? Addition or subtraction or multiplication or division? X over
Division.
10, division. So you will use the opposite operation, ya Mark. It will be multiplication. Then we can say in this question, you have two different methods. We can use them to answer. You can say that you are going to multiply both sides by how many?
5.
By 10. You will multiply both sides by 10. Okay, why? Because X over 10, this is a division, then you will use the opposite operation, which means you will make X over 10 times 10 in your left hand and times 10 in your right hand. And then we can cancel 10 with 10. So I have X equal how many? X equal how many?
10.
X equal 500.
5.
500, ya Mark, right? Because 10 times 50, it will be how many? Mark, understood the
10
idea?
times.
Understood the idea?
Yes.
Okay. Then, also, there is another way. Maybe you want...
Can I see the another way?
Yes, yes, please, Ibrahim, tell me.
Is that we can divide 50 with 10, so it will be 5. And also we can make
Ibrahim,
5 multiply 10 equals
Ibrahim,
50.
could you please wait? We can't say 10 divided by 5. In this way, I can't say 10 divided by 5. You have X over 10, right?
Yes.
X over 10 equal 50. So I can't say 50 divided by 10. You can write both sides in a fractional form like this. Okay, so 50, I can write it 50 over 1 and then use cross multiplication to answer. 10 times 50 divided by 1.
5.
Okay, so the answer it will be what also?
500.
500, yes, thank you. So the answer it will be equal 500. Could you please all the class enter in the same time? Please, our session is 11:20. Let's continue. The last question. Who can solve the last question? Who can solve the last question? 22 equal x minus 8. How we can solve it? How we can solve this question now? Where is the variable? Let me check who want to answer. Okay, who else? Abdurrahman Sobh, where are you? Adam, Ahmad Sabir, Dahrug, Gasser. Who want to answer? Who? Marwa. Okay, go on.
Me.
Who?
Guess. 50 multiplied 10.
Okay, here in this question, 22 equal x minus 8. We are looking for the value.
So 22 plus 8.
So it will be 22 plus 8. Yes, thank you. Then you are going to keep x and you will transfer negative 8 to the opposite side. Then the answer, it will be equal 22 plus 8. Here I can answer.
Equal 30.
Yes, so x equal 22 plus 8. The answer it will be x equal 30. Okay, so this is how we use first method or one-step equation. This is how we can use one.
So when like a negative number in the last digit and a positive like a number and a letter next to it.
A number
And
and a
do I see? It's an algebraic equation that takes 2 steps to solve.
two-step equations. Okay, let me help you. For all the previous examples which I give it to all of you, we answer the question in only one step: to add or to subtract or to multiply or to divide. Did you remember the 4 questions which we finished them? Did you remember them? We can answer in only one step. You can add, subtract, multiply, or divide. But today, in our lesson, we are going to study two-step equation, which is an equation that can be solved using 2 operations, right? So in first one-step equation, we solve it in only 1 operation: add, subtract, multiply, or divide. But in this lesson today, we are going to study how we can use 2 operations, right? And later on, we will study how we can use multi-step equations. So at the beginning, I want to give you a very good symbol, and please don't forget WAC. Is there anyone can tell me what this means? What's WAC? Guess what? WAC. Where is my lovely student? Okay, Ibrahim, go on. What's WAC? To solve two-step equations. Huh, go on. Maybe
It means
the letter W, donated for what?
what?
The letter W, donate for what?
W for
Guess what? Huh? W. Tab A, C. No one? Let me help you. WAC, this equation, you can weight this equation, yeah. What this?
this
Don't,
weighted average calculated?
no. W for work, A for answer, C for check. Okay? Then, what is the word? The word is what? Are you sleeping? Where are my students?
No.
Huh? Could you please
W for work, A for
W
answer,
for work,
C for
A
check.
for answer, C for check.
check? Yes. Then to answer any question for related to two-step equations or even multi-step equations, so you have to use, don't forget this WAC. Don't forget this WAC. Why? Because WAC, W for work, A for answer, C for check. Now, our objective to study our lesson today: find the value of the variable by solving equation involving 2 steps. So this is your object to study our lesson today. What the meaning of the word variable? Variable donated for what? What is the variable, grade 7? Variable. If you have an equation, what is the variable? Variable, it is the letter or English letter which you have it in the question. It could be X, it could be Y, it could be N, okay? Then to find the value for the variable, which is unknown variable, which it will make the both 2 sides are the same. Then in case if I have 3x plus 4 equal 16. This is a type of two-step equation. Is there anyone can tell me what we are going to do to solve this equation? The word solve equation means to find the value of the variable. Where is the variable in this question? Where is the variable in this question, grade 8, grade 7? I will check who want to answer. Okay, Ward?
The X.
LX, yes.
The X.
Yes. So the variable in this question is X. Then our target in this question to find the value of X. Why? Why we want to find the value of X? Why we want to find the value of, what's gonna happen if we will find the value of X? We are going to make both sides are equal. So the equation, it seems like a balance, and we want to make both sides are equal. Did you understand me? We want to put in both two sides, we want to put values which they will make the balance are the same. Then we have two different ways to solve this question. We have a hard method and we have an easy method. Then what is the hard method and what is the easy method? Let me check with you. The hard method, that 3x, which operation do you have when you will say 3x? Which operation? 3x means addition, 3 plus x. 3x means 3 multiplied by x, or 3 plus x, or 3 divided by x, or what? 3x means what? You can say directly without raising your hand.
3 multiplied by x.
3 multiplied by x, right? Then we can say that I'm going to use the opposite operation, right? So someone maybe will say we want to divide, right? So I want to divide both by 3. Then 3 divided by 3 and 4 divided by 3 equal 16 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3, it will be equal 1. And then plus 4 over 3 equals 16 over 3. I will add the additive inverse for both. So by the end, I have x equal 12 over 3, which means x equal 4. So this is the hard way, but we can't say it's wrong. We can accept it. But we have another way, more easier. You have 3x plus 4 equal 16. What is the constant value in your left hand? What is the constant value in your left hand? Equal how many? Equal 4, right?
4.
Equal 4. So we can add the additive inverse of 4. Or we can say that I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Then you have 3x equal 12 divided by 3 in both sides, then x, it will be equal 4. Then in front of you, you have two different methods. Which one you prefer, it's up to you. So you can use division, because the first one is multiplication. 3 times x means multiplication operation. So you will use the opposite operation, then you will divide. Or this is addition plus 4, then you can subtract. Any questions so far? Any question?
No.
So two-step equations. To undo two operations, use the parentheses. Did you remember the BIMDAS? Did you remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sahar? El parentheses first, and then exponents, and then multiplication, and then division, and then addition, and then subtraction. This is the letters which we have. But let me remind you, el sentence. And we said, el P donated for what? El P for what? For the parentheses, right?
Yes, I know it.
You know it, yes. We said, did you remember the sentence which we said it in the class? Please.
Yes, please excuse
Excuse
My dear
Aunt
Aunt
Sahar.
my dear
Aunt Sahar.
Sahar or Sally or
This is
Sami or
parentheses, exponent,
whoever.
multiply, divide, add, and subtract.
Sorry?
The parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract.
Yes. So the parentheses first. So please excuse my dear Ansahar. So we said the parentheses first and then the exponents, multiplication and operation, both of them. Which one comes first in your left hand side, then you can start with, and then addition and subtraction, which one comes first in your left hand, so you will start with. And we will use here the undo operation. What's the undo operations? Then if you have a question like this, 3x plus 1 equal 7, okay, which number we will start with? Which one, which part we want to start with? 3x plus 1 equals 7. How we can solve this question? 3x plus 1 equal 7. If you are working with PIMDAS, PEM parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, and I said which one comes first, we will use addition and subtraction. But in opposite two-step equations, we will work the vice versa, the undo. So we will start with subtract or addition, if you have it in the question, division or multiplication, and then exponent, and then parentheses. So in this question, we have plus 1. So the undo operation that we have to subtract, right? How we will subtract? Let me write the question and we answer it with you. 3x plus 1 equal 7. Who want to answer? Who want to solve with me? The question was 3x plus what?
Plus 1
Equal?
This is
Equal 7, right? What is the first step? We have to do it here. What is the first step? Did you see plus 1? Did you see plus 1? I will make the undo operation. Plus 1, then I will make what? Minus 1 to both sides. Then minus 1 to both sides. Then, what is the answer? The rest, it will be what? Grade 7. You have plus 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 equal how many?
3x equals 7.
Equal what?
6.
Equal 6. Yes, thank you. Now, 3x, what is the operation? What is the operation? 3x. 3x, it's multiplication, right? 3 times x. So we have to answer by using the undo operation, which is division. So it will be 3 divided by 3 x equal 6 divided by 3, which means we will divide both by 3, because 3, it's the coefficient before the variable. 3 is the coefficient before the variable. So by the end, the answer, it will be what? The answer, it will be x equal how many? X equal how many, my dear student? X equal
2.
2. X equal 2. So again, we have 3x plus 1 equal 7. So we will make the undo operation. And instead of positive 1, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. Then 3x equals 6. Undo the operation. 3x, it's multiplication. So you are going to make division. So it will be divided by 3 in both sides. Then x equal 2. Any questions so far about this? Any questions?
No.
Okay, so we will back to another question. We have this type of questions. 2x plus 5 equal 20. What do you notice here in this question, grade 7? What do you notice in this question? 2 and then parentheses, x plus 5 equal 20. And then anyone can tell me how we are going to solve this question?
We're going to do plus first.
What? Could you please raise your voice?
We're gonna do plus first. The
Plus
reverse.
first, you have to write and then a parentheses, x plus 5, and this is equal 20, right? This question, I'm going to solve it with you by two different ways. The first way, and I want to explain the second way. Who wants to start to work with me? Yes, Hima. What is the first way which you want to work with? Ibrahim, you are raising your hand, honey. Okay, let me answer. We will distribute 2 over the parentheses. Okay, so we will distribute 2 over the parentheses. Then, once you will distribute 2 over the parentheses, it will be 2x plus what, grade 7? 2x plus what? You have 2 before the parentheses. No, it's not 5, because you will multiply 2 times x and then 2 times 5. You will distribute 2 over the parentheses by multiplication. So it will be 2 times x equal 2x, and then 2 times 5, it will be equal 10. This is equal how many? This is equal 20. Now, who will tell me what we have to do? You have 2x plus 10. Which number we have to write here? Tell me what I have to write here. You have plus 10. Minus 10. Thank you, Muhammad. Minus 10 to both sides. So I'm going to write minus 10 and minus 10. So the answer, it will be 2x
equal 10.
2x equal 10. Thank you. What is the next step? 2x equal 10. So we have to divided by how many?
10.
No, look at the coefficient before x. It's 2x, as I said before. 2x means 2 multiplied by x, and the operation is multiplication. So we have to use the opposite operation. It's 2x, so we will divide both sides by 2. I will write it to you here. You will divide by 2. Okay, we will divide by 2 for both sides. Then the answer by the end, it will be x equal what?
5.
X equal 5. Thank you. So we work with the question, and then we solve the question. And then, did you remember the last letter? I said W, and then A, and then what? Did you remember?
Check.
I said what? I said W.
WAC.
AC. Yes. WAC. What's W? W means what?
Work.
Work. And what's A?
Answer.
Answer.
And what's C?
Check.
Check.
Check. Okay. So we want to check our answer now. You told me that the answer was x equal 10. Sorry, x equal 5. So I will back to the original question. I will put 2, and then I will replace the value of x by how many, grade 7? I will substitute the value of x by how many? By 5, yes. Okay, and then plus 10. This is the left side. And what was the right side? The right side was 20.
20.
So I will check now the left side. 2 times 10 equal 2 times 5 equal 10 plus 10 equal how many? 20. And already we have in our left hand we have 20. Then yes, we did it right. Okay, then once you to solve the equation and you want to answer the question or to check your answer, so you will back to replace the value of x which you found it. If the both two sides are the same, then you did it right, because we said equation means that you have two sides and both of them have the same value. I said at the beginning that I have two different ways to solve this question, right? So let me explain
Yes.
the second way. I have 2 and then x plus 5 equal 20, right? So what is the second method? What is the second method? Is there anyone know? We can say from the beginning, divide both by 2. Because you have 2 before the parentheses, right? You have 2 before the parentheses. So I can say that I'm going to divide it both by 2. Then the answer, it will be what? Divided by 2, then 2 divided by 2, it will be 1. So I have only x plus 5 equal 20 divided by 2. It will be equal what? It will be equal 10. Then after that, I have x plus 5. Which number I have to add now? Which number I have to add?
Minus 10.
Minus 5, right? Because we have
Yes.
x plus 5, so we have to add minus 5 to both sides. So by the end, I have x equal how many? X equal what? X equal 5, right? So this is how we can use solving two-step equation. Two-step equation. So if you have a number before the parentheses, so it's up to you to distribute the number over the parentheses, or if you cannot, that the number after the sign equal divisible by the number, which means 20 divisible by 2. Yes, it's equal 10. But what about if this number was 8, for example? You can work, but it will be with decimal and maybe it will be more difficult. Then if you will not that the number can divisible by the number before the parentheses, then directly you can start with division operation, which means you will divide both sides by 2 and then you cancel 2 and 20 divided by 2, it will be 10. Then you will add the additive inverse, which is negative 5 and negative 5, then x equal 5. And also you can check your answer like we made in the previous example. Any questions so far about this?
No.
Understood two-step equation? Understood two-step
Yes.
equation? Okay. Let me give you another question. In this question, 3/4 12x minus 4 equal 12. Please print screen, because this one, it will be like a self-assessment after you finish your sessions today. You can solve this one like a bonus questions and you can send it to me. Okay, then negative 10, look at the third question, which is negative 10 plus 3x equal 44. How we can solve this question? Did you see question number 3? Did you see question number 3?
Yes.
Who can tell me how we can solve this question? We have only 2 minutes, so I will try to help you to answer this question quickly. The question is what?
Negative 10 plus 3x equal 44.
Thank you. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you. Equal 44. What is the next step directly? Do we
Divide.
Divide by how
Divide 10.
Divide
3.
10?
Divide by 3.
I want everyone to note that we have negative before the parentheses. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Negative before the parentheses, it seems like you have what? You have how many? You, one.
-10.
1. So don't forget. So it's up to you now if you want to distribute a negative over the parentheses, okay? If you want to divide both sides by -1, okay? Then you have, if you will divide both by -1, so it will be 10 plus 3x equal -44 because we divided both sides by -1. Then it will be, we will add -10 to both. So it will be 3x equal -44 minus 10. So the answer will be, quickly, who will tell me the answer? Equal -54. 54. The last step, we will divide it by 3. Then
-54.
x equal how many? -54 divided by 3. It will be how many? It will be how many? 54 divided by 3. It will be equal 18.